everybody, this is Angela Savage, the daughter of IndyCar driver Swede Savage. It's time to watch stories from motorsports. My buddy, Doug Kenny, loves to share the journey of people in racing, and he is an amazing dude. Drivers, owners, fans, and team members, watch the SFM podcast.
Hey everybody, this is Doug Kenny from Stories from Motorsports. I'd like to thank my buddy Josh Maid for the YouTube work he did years ago that inspired me to create this platform. I'd like to thank my buddy Victor Sifton for convincing me to get back into it after my hiatus from 2017 to 2019. I have a very special treat for you all today with an amazing journey from an amazing racing figure. Drivers, start your engines.
What is Mosport? What is Mosport like?
Mosport is absolute bullring, bonkers, high speed track. It is one of my favorite tracks. Probably my first pro track that I raced at in Formula Cars when I started racing there before CASCAR. My first sports car, not a sports car, but my first open wheel Formula Car race was at Mosport. And it is fast. It is really fast. In a proper GT car and race car, you use the brake hard there one time through the whole circuit. It's very high speed. Turn 1 is just a lift in a GT3 car. Turn 2, brush of the brake. Turn 3, a little bit more brake pressure. It's flat through turn 4 down the hill, which is 140 miles per hour, off, like down the hill, off camber. Crazy. And then you go into compression into turn 5, and it's heavy brake for a short amount of time. And then turn 8, you don't use the brake at all. At the end of the straightaway, it's just a lift, but it takes a lot of effort, brain power to remind yourself that you don't need to be braking. So yeah. It's just such a rhythm track. But it's also, because of that, it's very much an aero track. And when you see the NASCAR trucks race there, it's one of the reasons, because of that, while they crash into each other at the last corner, because that's pretty much the only passing opportunity you have. And it's hard to pass there cleanly. So you just sit there and wait and then hit the guy coming out of the front straightaway, and then you win your race. And that's the one thing I don't like about it, but I've had some epic brawls there at Mosport over the years from just about everything I've raced, and it's a great track.
And Dennis, that was my last question. Do you have any sponsors you want to shout out before Doug does the rest?
Big thanks to MSP, which is Metro Sound Pros out of New York. They're an audio-visual company. And then Berryman Products has been a longtime sponsor of mine back even when I was in Trans Am. They're over 100-year-old family company that does cleaners and lubricants. So you can see them on the shelves of auto parts stores and the big stores. They also make the Kim Tooler, which is pretty famous if you're a mechanic. Everyone's got a can of that around. And then also would like to thank Sawbelt. Sawbelt has been my safety sponsor for a very long time, for like 8 or 9 years now. I use them for shoes, Nomex, all my suits, racing seat belts, steering wheels. They do racing seats as well. But they've been a very good friend for a long time, and they keep me safe and fireproof, which is great. This is a good thing to be in a race car.
So yeah, Mark, as a race driver, you have those, unfortunate moments of seeing that you're partaking in a dangerous sport when you're in a crash or experience it, or when you see ones that, tragically lead to loss. What's the worst crash you've ever seen that reminds you of that grim reality?
Hey everybody, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Please hit like and subscribe if you did so, and please continue supporting our amazing guest. And everybody, we'll see you next time on SFM.
Hi, this is Ted Warner speaking. While the checkered flag is waved for this program, stay tuned for next week for the next episode of SFM. Thanks to Doug Kenny for what he does for motorsports.